If you want to know what one of the easiest ways to make money in blockchain and cryptocurrencies are, then you're going to have to watch this video, because as I go over some of what was just reported from LinkedIn as well as a huge cryptocurrency exchange, I'm sure you'll agree that this method is the most prominent and easiest that anybody can get into. And speaking of cryptocurrency exchanges, I'm going to tell you what Kraken just announced for XRP users and Cardano users, because they just added a feature that both of those users can now use. And I'm going to tell you what it's using it for, because in my opinion, this is one of the most interesting projects that a cryptocurrency exchange has actually done. So I'm going to tell you what they're doing. Also, we're going to be taking a look at BlackRock, because they recently announced that not only are they entering the crypto space by partnering with Coinbase, I'm going to tell you what they are now offering their institutional buyers, which of course are some of the largest companies in the world, including other governments. And is that the reason that Bitcoin has been climbing up to 25,000 and why a lot of people are speculating that 30,000 is right around the corner? Hey everyone, my name is Randy. Welcome back to the Late Night Grind. Right now on this channel, we are covering cryptocurrency news, investment markets, and personal finance. So if any or all these topics interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Late Night Grind community. Also hit that bell notification icon. That way YouTube will send you a notification when I release a new video. Also, if you do a couple things, I'd appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up button, watch the video all the way to the end, and check out my Patreon. There's a link in the description below. If you do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, let's jump into it. First, let's talk about what BlackRock is doing. This is what some people are saying is the black swan event for the cryptocurrency world, and what essentially could be turning around this price action from this huge slow motion crash that's been happening for about the past 8-9 months to this minor turnaround, and what some people call a relief rally, or what Peter Schiff calls a sucker's rally. But nonetheless, it's actually been climbing from 17,000 up to close to 25,000 as I'm recording this video, and many people think $30,000 right around the corner, including myself. I think at 25K is cracked. You could be looking at a straight shot from 28 to around 28 to 30,000. But regardless of that, there's a lot of news that have been coming out very bullish for the cryptocurrency world. Well, other than Tornado Cash, but that's for another video. But BlackRock jumping into the space made huge news. In case you didn't know, BlackRock is basically one of the world's largest companies. They pretty much own everything. They have over $10 trillion in assets under management and all kinds of companies that they essentially own and have controlling stake over. They announced a partnership with Coinbase in order to facilitate cryptocurrency trading and custody services. Why are they doing it? Well, because these huge companies have been telling BlackRock that they need to get exposure to Bitcoin and utilize a service that can get them exposure to Bitcoin, whether it be holding, buying, selling, trading, or custody service. And so that made big news, but then they followed it up a couple of days later and announced that they are starting their own Bitcoin trust. That's right, the BlackRock Bitcoin Trust. And not only do they not have to register it with the SEC because it's a private trust, which means you can't get into it as a retail investor. It's only going to be for institutions. It's only going to be for essentially their clients, so they don't have to register it. And I was reading some very interesting analysis about it, because some of the speculation is what they're planning on doing is growing this trust. And not only is it a Bitcoin trust, it is a spot Bitcoin trust, not a futures-based one, which means the most aggressive institutional buyers will be buying Bitcoin through this BlackRock trust. Speculation is that once it gets to a certain point, they're going to be throwing around their weight and putting all the pressure they can on the SEC to convert this private trust into an ETF. Yes, that's correct. If that's the case, we're going to see who actually has the power, the SEC or one of the most powerful companies in the world. Because if you've been following this channel, you know that the SEC is of course trying to take control of the cryptocurrency world. In my opinion, I think they are losing this battle. I think they are losing the case versus Ripple, and I think they're going to be losing control of the crypto space to the CFTC, at least in the United States. The United States has a lot of catching up to do compared to the rest of the world, which has pretty much successfully already regulated the majority of the crypto space. The US just continues to fall farther and farther behind. However, something like this with what BlackRock is doing could actually help speed up this process. And remember, midterms are coming. Midterm elections here in the United States. This could change some seats, which if you are in the Senate or the House of Representatives and you're pro-crypto, well, you're going to be being put front and center by a whole new group of investors and cryptocurrency users. So in any case, should you actually be worried that a huge company like BlackRock is jumping into the cryptocurrency world? Well, not really, at least not right now, because right now they're talking about usage, buying, trading, custodying for Bitcoin. Bitcoin exclusively. And in my opinion, you shouldn't really be worried until they start flipping the script and talking about a central bank digital currency. That should absolutely scare you. All right, so now let's talk about what Kraken is doing. Kraken, in case you didn't know, is a big cryptocurrency exchange. Recently, they've added some new services specifically for Cardano users and XRP users. Kraken has a new service that they just put out where you can actually verify, using the tools on their site, verify your account balances with the exact amount that they have in reserves, which means they are actually using this service as basically a public audit, showing the public that they have in reserves the same amount that you have on deposit in your account. Now, this is one of the most interesting things that I've ever seen come out of a cryptocurrency exchange. In fact, there's a lot of speculation that Coinbase doesn't actually hold all of the cryptocurrencies that supposedly they have on deposit from their users. Well, Kraken's flipping the script and saying, listen, we're going to put everything public. In fact, not only are we going to put that public, we're going to put out the tools where you can verify your account versus what we have on file to make sure that we have the correct amount. And they wrote this on their blog, in which they, of course, talk about how they are audited, which company they use for auditing, and this new tool, which will let Cardano users, XRP users verify their balances with the audited number that they have on account. Now, this joins a growing list of cryptocurrencies that they already have this tool for. Of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, USDC, as well as several others. So this, in my opinion, is a big step in the right direction for cryptocurrency exchanges to earn the trust of cryptocurrency users. Now, if you're a purist, you're saying it doesn't really matter. You need to get all of your crypto off an exchange and put it into cold storage as soon as possible, unless, of course, you're actively trading it. But nonetheless, not everybody listens. There's still a ton of cryptocurrency on exchanges. And not only that, some of these exchanges are now offering rewards to keep your cryptocurrency on their exchange. It's an interesting story to watch, but nonetheless, Kraken making a little bit of news. And finally, we're going to talk about how you can make money from cryptocurrency and the blockchain world and why it's the easiest to get into. Well, I'm talking about actually getting a job in the cryptocurrency and blockchain world. And why is it the easiest to get into? Well, outside of buying it, which isn't always profitable, or trading it, which isn't always profitable, how can you make money from the crypto world? Well, LinkedIn and as well as OKX Exchange recently published a report on cryptocurrency and blockchain jobs. And in a year-over-year report, the amount of jobs in the crypto space has jumped 80%, including job listings in some countries specifically for blockchain type jobs and for blockchain companies, rising anywhere from 12% to 600%. And in fact, leading these countries for the most job postings and the most growth in the blockchain and cryptocurrency job markets are the United States, not a shocker, India, yeah, somewhat shocking, and China. But wait, isn't cryptocurrency banned in China? Well, yeah, according to their government, it is. But they are one of the fastest growing blockchain and fintech and cryptocurrency job markets in the entire world. My guess is that they're actually targeting China specifically for its talent in the IT sector, in the blockchain coding sector, as well as some of the others, even though the companies that they may be working for could be overseas, could be somewhere else. But nonetheless, China, a huge growing number of blockchain and cryptocurrency jobs hitting the job market listings, as well as India. And the report on this isn't exactly shocking because, as we can see from other news, cryptocurrency adoption is really catching on. It's really growing, even in a country like China that has banned cryptocurrencies. Well, it doesn't stop their citizens from working on cryptocurrency, blockchain, and fintech companies that service blockchain. Now, I did go ahead and look at some of these job listings specifically for the United States. And one of the things to notice is that, yes, they are looking for coders, they are looking for IT professionals, they are looking for blockchain professionals, and those are going to be some of the highest paid jobs in the crypto market. In fact, I actually saw some reports that said talented blockchain coders and software developers are joining companies with salaries with well over $1 million per year. Now, these companies aren't just buying coders and blockchain coders. They are, of course, hiring graphic designers, videographers, finance, risk analysis, HR, I mean, you name it. These are run just like most other companies, but they specialize in cryptocurrency and blockchain. So if this is something you are interested in, there is a whole new world out there. Decentralized finance companies, DAOs, DAOs are actually hiring. It's crazy to see what's actually going on out there in the fintech world, specifically in the blockchain and crypto world. So if this interests you, in fact, just go to Google and type in cryptocurrency jobs, and there's a whole new list of websites that didn't even exist 3 years ago and are booming now. So in my opinion, if you want to look for one of the easiest ways to make money in this crypto space, well, it's actually just getting a job. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end, for smashing that thumbs up button, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.